Hi, my name is Justin Hodgman. I play for the Toronto Marlies. I got drafted in the 13th round to the Erie Otters. Played my first year of junior hockey in Huntsville, Ontario. I wanted to be in the OHL, and it was going to take a lot more after seeing what other guys did. And I decided that a program like Varsity that I heard about, where a lot of some of the guys from Brampton were working in and from other areas, that they would really help me and try and get to the OHL, which was my goal all along. I was a 13th round pick. There was a lot of guys ahead of me that also played junior that I thought were going to make the team ahead of me, and I actually told my junior team I was going to be back in 2 days, and I didn't bring any clothes. And I thought I was prepared, but I didn't know if I was going to be able to crack the lineup. And when I went there, I tested stronger than most of the guys there. I was stronger on the ice. I was faster, and I wasn't out of place. And they decided to keep me, and without Varsity, I wouldn't have been there. And if I didn't start there, then I wouldn't be where I'm at now. Going into my overage year, I'd get to think positive and think that, we were going to make it. And it was tough to not get that playoff experience, and there was an opportunity for me to play in the IHL with a team that had set records for wins all year, and I was successful and ended up winning a championship, and I was a big part of winning that championship. Game 7 was absolutely crazy. I ended up scoring the first goal of the game to get us going, and they ended up pulling their goalie and tying it 2-2 with, I think, maybe 56 seconds left in the game. 2 overtimes went by, and there was lots of chances but no goals. And we started the 3rd overtime on the power play, and I was put in front of the net. And right near the end of the power play, I think maybe the guy might have been coming out of the box. Our D-man threw a shot on net, and it was soft enough that I was able to grab it with my hand and put it down to my stick and put it in the net. And it was the Game 7 triple overtime winner for the IHL championship. That's something that I'll never forget. As the years progressed, I got better, and I kept coming back to Varsity in the summer and getting stronger. I was invited to Minnesota Wild training camp, and I went to prospect camp, and then I went to their rookie camp, and after all that, they made a list of guys that they wanted to bring to their NHL camp, and I was fortunate enough to be one of those guys, and playing alongside Gabrick and Owen Nolan was just unbelievable, and I learned so much from those guys and being there, and it just made me a better player the next year in the OHL. And the following year I got invited to Chicago's camp, and being at Minnesota's camp was just prepared me for what I needed to do, and they said, you need to play in our system and do your thing, and hopefully a contract will be there, but you have to earn it. And I ended up in the East Coast, still affiliated with the Blackhawks. I think the general manager in Rockford wanted the best for me and saw that I wasn't progressing in the organization, and gave me a chance to come to Toronto and do my thing here, and it's worked out for the best. When I first got here to Toronto, I had no idea what was going to happen. I had never played in the American League before, obviously being a rookie. And when I got here, they threw me into a playmaking role right away, and I started off strong. And recently, the tide has changed, and I've moved into a 4th line role, and I'm completely comfortable that way as well. And I got into my fair share of fights, and in the OHL after my first season, just not as much. And even just recently, I had to throw down a couple nights ago in the American League, and I think to make it, you got to be willing to do whatever it takes, and that's what I'm going to do.